No, speaking of which, he sparred Malignaggi. By chance, did you see the clips that were released at the sparring? What do you think?
I think it was a knockdown, yeah.
Yeah.
But I know Paulie really well, but I say, you know, Dana's my friend, and I know what happened. You know what I mean? So you get the gym. What happens in the gym? I've seen guys getting knocked down in the gym when I used to train in Top Rank back in the day, and the guy that got knocked down knocked that guy out in a real fight. It's different, you know, gym fighting is different from a real fight. What happens in the gym, it doesn't really matter. You're learning.
I know a lot of people.
Paulie can talk, and Conor can talk too. So you get under Paulie's skin, and they're like back and forth, and bad blood. It's going to be interesting out of the fight because Paulie's going to be the commentator. So it's going to be, he can't really be offside too much. So he's going to be have to be down the line. It's going to be really, it'll be funny that night.
I know a lot of people have mentioned because of that clip, they're giving Conor more of a chance now because they're saying, well, if he could do that with a two-time world champion like Paulie, well, what's to say he can't do that with Floyd? Now, a lot of people said, well, Paulie's not Floyd. But others are saying, well, he's showing that he does have the goods to be able to hang in there with someone.
You can't compare Paulie Malignaggi to Floyd Mayweather. Believe me, you can't. I said I sparred Floyd or Conor and he wouldn't spar me. You know, I have, out of my 27 wins, I knocked 18 guys out. I wasn't a big puncher, but my combination of punches would drill you down and roar you down. My first 12 fights, I fought mostly Mexican fighters who I believe are the toughest guys in the world. I knocked out 11 guys, so I was doing okay. With Eddie Fudge's plan, he had me sitting down on my punches more, turned them over. You know, he worked on my defense a lot. I had a good chin, but I had a lot of like blocking and slipping and rolling, like Henry Armstrong did back in the day. And Conor can punch one shot at a time, but in boxing you can't do one shot at a time. You got to be combinations. Even Mike Tyson back in the day was one, you know, like bum 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 and uppercuts, bang the shots in and the combos over that. And so Tyson was all like slipped up, bum 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 bum. If you look for a knockout, you don't get it in boxing. And if Conor looks for a knockout, he won't get it. If he just lets the punches flow, then anything can happen.
You think they'll fight him and Paulie? I think it's natural for them to fight. It's already like built up, but
it depends what happens in this fight.
Yeah, that's very true. Because if Conor gets knocked out or something, then
if everybody expects Floyd to walk out and drill him over and gets a stoppage, drops the mic and walks away, you know, that's like, it'll be an embarrassment. Where if Conor stays in there, fights a good fight, gets the upset win, or goes 12 rounds, then, you know, you can say okay. But Conor's an MMA star, and only he can make more. He's making more money by fighting Floyd. Does he make that much money fighting Paulie?
I think if he fights Paulie, he'd make a lot more money than he does for his MMA fights because both can talk, and there's already like a built-in drama there.
I think because of what Conor did in the UFC, he's starting to get the big paydays in the UFC. So I really think he'll make more if he fights a top contender like Tony Ferguson or something like that, who can fight like crazy, you know, than Paulie Malignaggi. Because Paulie's retired, isn't he?
I think Paulie's already said he'd come out of retirement to fight him.
That's why I never officially retired. I kept the door open. The door's still open for me. You know what I mean?
Just in case, for the right fight, you know.
You retire, you come back. I joke with Dana White the other week. I said I'll fight Demetrius Johnson in an MMA fight because I do jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. And he said, "Are you still training?" I said, "I train every day. I've known Dana for 20 years, and we just joked about it." You know what I mean? So, no, I respect both sports. I respect UFC, the MMA, and I respect boxing so much. But the fight's going to happen, and that was a shock to everybody, I think. And anything can happen on the night. Anything can happen.